Ladies and gentlemen, very warm welcome and thank you for being with us today. Let me first welcome our chief guest, Honorable Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis. Devendraji, thank you so much for being here. I know you have a very tight schedule. I know it's sort of election season. But I must say 26/11 is a day so close to all our hearts that when I met Devendraji and invited him here, he didn't hesitate even the slightest bit before committing to being here. So thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, 8 years ago, an American resident, Kia Sher, lost her husband and daughter at the Oberoi in Mumbai. 3 years later, on a visit to Mumbai, she called a few journalists to the Phoenix restaurant at the Oberoi, what was earlier known as Tiffin, and said, "I forgive." That interview haunted me the entire day then, and it continues to haunt me even today. You'll remember at the time of the interview that Kasab was still very much alive. And what I could just never quite understand was how did she forgive a group of people who caused her such insurmountable pain? How did she forgive someone who never apologized? Someone who wasn't convicted yet? And someone who showed absolutely no signs of remorse or regret? Every year on this day, we as a city mourn those we lost. We mourn what we went through. But what we haven't done yet, collectively as a city, is recognize some of the inspiring stories of those who lost an irreplaceable part of their daily lives on this day 8 years ago. The strength of someone who lost her family to say we must learn to love like an extremist. The strength of the youngest eyewitness to Kasab who was shot in the leg at CST, the now 16-year-old Devika Rotavan, who says she wants to grow to be an IPS officer to arrest terrorists. The strength of Sharan Arasa, who says if you cower in fear, you're giving them a moral victory. I'd like to thank Facebook and Instagram for sharing the passion to bring some of these inspiring voices out to the mainstream. Anki Das is here with us. Our series of interviews with 26 people have been extremely well received and widely shared on Facebook and Instagram. I'd like to quickly thank Praveen Pardeshi from the Chief Minister's Office, Kiran Digaukar from the BMC, Devin Bharti from the Mumbai Police, and many others for making this exquisite venue possible on such short notice. A big thank you to my most reliable guide and friend, Manik Davar, proprietor of Spenta Multimedia and chairman of the Kalagoda Association, for helping make this very important event happen. But most of all, I want to thank all our very special guests here today. I want to thank all of you for taking the time to pick up the pieces that shattered 8 years ago, and for letting us in to the deepest, most honest corners of your hearts. I can only imagine how difficult that might have been. But it's important we do this because it's your courage that defines us. It's your sense of hope that renews ours. The truth is that we still live in an age of terrorism. And even if we, just for a second, indulge the cowardly ideology of a few misguided youth foolish enough to believe that they can decide how we should die, they must know that they can never tell us how we should live. We will continue to speak, we will continue to share, we will opine, we will disagree, we will inspire, and we will be inspired. Because no matter what, we will keep learning and we will keep growing. That's the strength of our civil society. That's the strength we get from you. All of you who have been kind enough to share with us your incredible stories of strength. Thank you so much.